Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the nation has been slapped with a series of sanctions aimed at crippling its economy.
Yeah, those same sanctions have multinational companies re-examining how they do business. This week, the U.S. Justice Department announced it's making sanctions evasion and export control a priority. The move could have enormous impacts on businesses as they try to comply with U.S. laws. Now, a major problem companies face is confirming the identity of who they do business with and whether they're acting legally under the new sanctions.
For more, let's bring in the head of Global Sanctions and Risk at ACAMS, Justine Walker. Justine, thanks for joining us. Let's start with whether these sanctions against Russia are working and what more can be done if they're not.
Sure. Well, it's a big debate. Are the sanctions against Russia working? They're certainly having impact. But, to work, what are we looking at? We're looking at a de-escalation of the conflict. We're not seeing that at the moment. We're looking at a withdrawal from Ukraine. We're not seeing that. But we're also looking at diminishing Russia's ability to project power beyond Ukraine. Now, the sanctions are working in the context that they are really weakening the economy of Russia. We're seeing inflation rising. We're seeing it more difficult to get certain goods. But the real challenge is, how do you weaken it sufficiently enough so that you actually impact in the short term the military activity on the ground? And we're not seeing that change, but sanctions are certainly having an impact. There's no doubt about that.
Justine, we mentioned that sanctions are forcing businesses to be more aware, more conscious of where products are coming from in the supply chain. But how is this affecting the average person, the consumer?
Well, it's affecting the consumers globally, everywhere. I mean, what we are seeing is we're seeing aviation withdrawal from Russia. We're seeing port access to Russian ships or Russian-controlled ships being denied across the EU, UK, other jurisdictions. We're seeing whole supply chain disruption. And worryingly here is the impact on what will this mean for food security is one of the aspects people have really been looking at and considering. But the movement of trade is becoming hugely challenging, and people have stepped back from Russia. Businesses are not wanting to send goods into Russia. And even if they do, then there's a real challenge for the payments, for the insurance, but actually, how do you physically move goods? So it is impacting people both within Russia, but is going to have more of a global impact. And, we've just seen in recent days what's happening with energy in terms of gas supplies being cut off. The cost of energy, oil and gas prices is going up. So it's going to have a fundamental impact, both in Russia, in Ukraine, in the European Union, most prominently, but also more globally.
The big question is, how long can the U.S. keep this up, uphold these sanctions?
Well, this is not just a U.S. line of thinking, and that's really important. This is a transatlantic G7, other major economies. They're all aligned at the moment. They're all imposing sanctions. There is a bit of a patchwork in the sanctions, but they're all being imposed and the policy is very much aligned. How long will they keep them up? Well, if the transatlantic relationship stays firm and the EU member states stay committed to sanctions, then I think we could be seeing sanctions in for a long term. But either way, Russia's going to remain high risk, and we're going to see countries withdrawing from Russia across a whole range of commodities, energy and beyond.
Yeah, it'll certainly take some political will to continue this for months and weeks and hopefully not years, but we'll see.
But it is political will, but it's also, these sanctions have gone in. To roll them back could be quite challenging. Unless we see a peace agreement and Ukraine says, please lift these sanctions, I think we will see sanctions in place for certainly the medium term now.
Yeah, how long Russia will keep it up in lieu of the sanctions.
Right.
So that is the question.
Justine Walker, thank you.
Thank you.